In this lesson, I want to show you how to play a Born Under a Bad Sign style Clapton solo. This is more along the lines of his Cream style. It's always been one of my favorite tunes that Cream played, and it's not a terribly difficult solo. It's all about getting the nuances down, and playing the licks and whatnot is more of a beginner intermediate level, and some of the nuances can be a little bit more challenging, but I think it's a fun one to play. Has numerous parts up and down the fretboard, so you can see how to use B.B. King position, first position minor pentatonic, third position minor pentatonic, and just moving across the fretboard in one cohesive solo. Okay, now I'm going to break the solo down for you into 8 separate licks. Once again, we're in the key of G, 4/4 rockin' style blues, and lick 1 sounds like this. Okay, lick number 1, to me, it's kind of a classic Cream era Clapton lick. That heavy vibrato on our 5th fret of the G string. We're in the first position minor pentatonic scale. You could also add a short rake to that. Just getting that bend vibrato down as key. Once again, refer back to the bend vibrato lesson in Blues Guitar Method 1. So we got this. And then we're going to hammer on, release, or pull off, and then slightly bend that 3rd fret of the G string. And then some nice vibrato on our 5th fret of the D string. And then rest. Pretty easy lick. That'll be a great one to work on. The most challenging thing is the bend vibrato. And then the rake, if you want to get that in there. Rest. Now the next bar comes around, we're going to rest on the first count, and on the one and the upbeat, we're going to play this. Once again, the bend vibrato, 6th fret of the B string. Now we're just striking it as it's bent right there. I think we're letting that hang. So you got 1. And then on the 4th count, we're going to play this phrase. So you let that rest for the first count. 1, 2, 3, 4, E, and so we got that. So bending here up, strike it while it's bent up to our 2 frets up sound, our G note. Bring it down, 6/3. Pretty simple. And then we're just going to hit this phrase, 3, pull off 5 to 3. And then another just slight bend on that 3rd fret of the G string. Pull off. Find Clapton doing a lot of that during that time period. So we have hammer on, pull off. That's a great exercise there. Add a rake to it. Now we have this. That's a cool lick to learn as well. So a lot of cool things to do. Pretty simple phrases. Adding the nuances and the attitude is the most challenging part. Okay, that's it for lick 1. Okay, lick 2 sounds like this. Okay, lick number 2, we're moving into the 3rd position minor pentatonic scale. It's kind of an Albert King thing. 10 and then 8th fret. Hitting that's our flat 7 interval. And then our root note 8 and heavy vibrato. Up and down like that Clapton style, And then slowly bend after we strike that 10 again. hit that 11 and just gradually bend it up and cut it off. That's a cool kind of Albert King thing. I think Clapton played a lot during that time period. It sounds cool to cut it off like that. Very simple to do. Now we jump up to our 4th position minor pentatonic scale, and we're doing another Albert King, but not on our, our typical Albert King lick is something like that. I think Cream era Clapton, or Clapton in general, like to play the Albert King lick a lot in that 4th position minor pentatonic scale. So a great lick to learn if you're not really good at doing this kind of stuff. Easier to bend as well in the 4th position minor pentatonic scale. Also, it just sounds a little fatter instead of playing it in the typical, Albert King position. So we got this, bending it up 3rd, pull it down, release, and striking our 12th fret on the G string. Adding some heavy vibrato on that 12th fret. So this is a really cool kind of a Cream era Clapton phrase I hear him doing a lot. And we're just going to bar our 1st finger, strike the high E, then the B on the 3rd fret. Pull off 6 to 3, 5, 3. Now we got this little phrase, bend up, and then immediately pull off. I hear him doing that stuff a lot. Very simple little phrase, but you just want to keep it in your mind, take note of it to start doing it if you want to sound like Cream era Clapton. That would be the whole phrase. So you bend up real quick and then immediately pull off. Now you got to roll this 3rd finger, 5, 5, 5, and then immediately doing that same thing again. Hammer on, pull off, bend on that G. And then some vibrato in the 5th fret of the D string. So that's a pretty cool phrase too, I think. It's just kind of fun to play. I'm starting off with an upstroke. I really like playing that lick a lot. Okay, so that's it for lick 2.